Not
Is the
before.
tent popular?
Yeah,
Is
the most
this like
popular.
is this like a movie that's
Like a
happening?
special. They also said like a different person was gonna be there, so period or something. I don't know.
Another trailer? Is that Matt Smith?
Why is Matt Smith here?
What game is this one, my
I
man?
don't know.
It's called Llorona.
Oh, that's Legend.
That myth.
I will read the warning in Spanish just for you. Este juego a pesar de no contener violencia explícita o sangre puede llegar a ser terrífico y contiene imágenes religiosas. I've been with you fuckers for too long. You're making me more white. Religiosas. Con el objetivo de crear una atmósfera que ajusta el juego. Asuste.
This is for our Mexican
Just open the
fans.
door.
This is for our Mexican fans. I see you, baby girl, and we like that, and I want to see you smile.
I will be honest. I don't know how to read Spanish, so it's pretty impressive I did that.
You don't?
Listen, Lemon, I bullshit my way through Spanish all the time. You're not special.
I know how to speak it. I just don't.
Lemon. I have a
very
foolproof plan, right?
Mhm.
So for you to regain your Spanish, right? Well, what's going to do is just play a Spanish character. There's going to be a ton of them, and you can laugh at me.
It is well known by
Come
every
Spaniard.
Mexican that Llorona wanders during the nights, weeping and crying, "Oh, mis hijos."
Did you grow up around this story or some shit?
Yes.
They're very
This is
true.
as far as I can go with you, my child.
It is a very common urban myth, Cody.
Hello.
Oh, we're
John
we're
Lies
old
Godless
olden
Lands.
days Mexican.
Listen, my child.
Yeah.
There's something you
Beyond
have
the
to know
lies,
about
godless
dimension.
lands,
Mention
the United States of America.
You think you are so
Specifically,
smart because you won the house on
Southern
that famous card
New
game?
Mexico.
But the truth is,
There's
Mr.
voice
Tuche
acting,
wanted to get rid of
They
the
have
house
voice
from the
acting,
beginning.
I couldn't hear.
Or do you think the owner
okay,
of a
buddy.
casino can lose a simple poker game in his own casino? In any case, if you continue this
Why am
path,
I like
you'll
Doom?
find a road past a fence that lets out.
Why do I get my
into
arms
your
up
new
like
property.
Doom Guy?
I wish you luck.
You got
You're
to
gonna-
the shit out of like Llorona.
You're gonna slap him in the.
And don't forget your journal. You will probably need it to write down all you're about to see, my
It's no
child.
good. To beat the shit out of her.
Writing can keep you sane. Open it by pressing ESC. Farewell,
ESC.
my child. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Father Guzman.
Paula Guzman.
Ain't that the guy from Pokemon?
Going to fucking slaughter you.
Hey, ain't that dude from Pokemon?
But,
You know, it's
I
your
mean-
boy.
I mean, Lemon, it could have been worse. Gus. You could have said Gus, like Gus Fring from Breaking Bad.
Gusman. Hello, my name is Gustavo. You can call me Sass.
Now you already got a torch.
We must be an old.
This is
we
as
must be
far as
like,
I can. Beyond lies. Listen, my child. And
We
don't-
must be like
This-
pretty old.
Ah.
For when we have a oil lamp and we are dropped off by a carriage.
The 1800s.
La Quinta.
I didn't read that tidbit of lore. I didn't know we were in the 1800s.
Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Honey.
Hey, Adam, you like Mexican myths?
Wow, this is exactly what Mexico is like.
No, Lemon.
Is it?
It is.
A fenced-off area filled with dirt, sand, and brick buildings.
Yeah,
Lemon.
this is exactly what Mexico is like.
No, it's inaccurate. It's not yellow.
I believe it's Mexico, my fellow Latinx.
I will kill you.
Well, Adam, you're
I
in
literally
luck.
only know La Llorona. Well, it's a good thing that's what we're playing.
Game Dev Boy presents.
Llorona.
Llorona.
What is La Llorona mean again? Like literally-
Llorona, just say we're why.
What?
Llorona means crying. Like Technically, it means crybaby, but I guess I'm weird.
Crybaby.
It technically,
Oh,
if you wanted to be a
cry.
fucking, if you wanted to localize it, it'd be crying woman.
Oh, I thought it just meant the woman.
No.
Because your
The
arm is
woman.
crying.
She started in crying. I remember that.
Is she,
What
is
was
she
she
behind you,
again?
your
She was,
child?
was she a? Is she a
She's a
ghost?
slasher.
A slasher.
Either she's a slasher or I'm remembering a fucking
She's not a fucking slasher. She's a ghost.
a Mexican
she should
super
be
boss
a
in
ghost.
fucking in the slasher thing,
Well, I mean, there are certain.
like the arbiter of death for Mexico.
Good day, Mr. Touche. I received a telegram from Rome this morning. Rome this
The
morning.
Vatican.
After our failed exorcism of the property, they're suggesting that we find objects that belong to the mother and her children. Father Guzman.
You know, I suppose a lot of things could insta-kill children, Yank.
Yeah.
He has a specialty in it.
Chainsaw.
Hey, yeah, Cody, you're a little staticky. Looks like
Am I?
the woman's gonna get you.
3 a.m.
Am I better now? Challenges happen. What is this? A Resident Evil? The spade door? We're gonna get the heart door
It
next.
fucking might be.
The clubs door. All the suits.
Was it La Llorona who was the female Mexican super boss that was statted in?
No, that was a mummy. That was someone
Yeah,
else.
that was a mummy.
It was.
I
don't think
forget
it was
what
a
they
mummy.
were again.
I think it was definitely a slasher.
January 10th, 1931. Good day, Mr. Touche. I'm writing on behalf of the newspaper El Dorado. We're working on an article and we're wondering if we can confirm La Quinta was a hospital during the revolution. Jesus Lopez.
Ah, her. Yeah, arbiter of death, lady, who's a slasher.
Fighter of cartels. That one mummy.
My favorite part of the myth of El Dorado is that we know that El Dorado doesn't exist and it just means the gold.
Yeah.
But no one likes to think about that. About how we totally know it doesn't exist.
It does not mean the
Yeah.
gold, it means the golden.
Oh.
You can't blame him. He lives in Pennsylvania.
I don't even, yeah.
A page of Catalina's diary, April 15th, 1931. I think I'm going to do it. There's a voice. The house is talking to me. It's telling me to do it. The house is on my side. She saw a lot during the revolution. She understands. Oh no. Okay, so we're going for this version of La Llorona, the one that happened during the revolution.
Oh, there's different versions? I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
this
how
thing
it
may be
was written.
spooky, but I don't think it's Nun Massacre. Yeah, son of a bitch. Alright. Thanks for that one. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks,
Talk
Caleb.
shit, get hit! Talk shit, get hit!
Don't fucking test her, Cody. She's gonna waterboard you.
November 2nd, 1931.
What are you saying, Cody? You want to repeat that?
Dear Father, I beg you to please try another exorcism. Soon after Catalina did what she did, I got rid of everything but some toys and comb to remind me of her and my children. Pedro Touche. She's speaking in Spanish and she's saying, "Here comes Mom."
Uh-oh.
Here comes mom. Now, what kind of mom? Because
Who
the
needs
answer
this
to
many
that
fucking
question really
barrels?
determines my choices right up from before.
I got a family of fucking alcoholics. We don't have this many barrels.
You never had a Mexican alcoholic.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mexican.
The lighter.
The
What's the candle do?
ultimate.
They just jump out at you.
I'm gonna be real with you, Captain. I can't see shit on screen.
It is quite dark.
I can see.
I see a hand. That's it.
Yank wears glasses though, so I get fucked.
No, he's talking for Adam.
Oh.
You should really say Adam says before you say that.
Yeah.
Adam says. Yeah. Adam says. You should, Yank.
Yeah, Yank. I started flaming you because of that. I don't want to wrongly accuse you.
Adam says he was stealing all my banger lines, all Crapfest.
Damn. So
Oh,
Yank's the
spooky.
one that's been appeared to be.
That was always
funny.
there, I think.
I steal jokes. Yes.
Here's the thing. I think I'm too much of a coward to go into this kind of work. Like just doing this, or like going into like an abandoned house to like survey
Useful?
it or something, or
Especially at
Like-
nighttime.
like imagine just like I'm an architect or like a demolitions expert. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta go investigate the house, you know, map everything out, make sure we can plant the charges right. And
If
then
I get
blow it
one
up.
friend, then I do it. Then I'm good.
Yeah, that's probably the same thing for me. Making food?
Like if I get
What is
one,
that? What is that?
Ah, making beans, I see.
making beans. I see.
Me and the boys.
Yeah, if I had a friend and a gun, I think it'd feel a lot more safe. I'd still be freaking out, but less so.
A page of Carolina's diary, January 7th, 1931.
Adam says, "So you're saying is?" Then he posts a picture of the ghost hunters from is BuzzFeed. I don't remember.
Father Guzman always says that writing can keep you sane. Dr. Aguilera seems to agree. So I got this diary. Even Pedro seems to think he can help my hysteria. I hate him. I love him.
Adam said-
Sad, hysterical women, am I right?
Yeah, bipolar
Not
women,
know
man.
right
They just
between.
can't figure out what they want.
I know I recognize the names. I just forgot it, and I was just like, shit. I don't want to say their names wrong.
Hey, a bunch of guns.
I know of them. I've watched some of their shit, just not an exorbitant amount.
Adam says. Cody.
Exorbitant.
I'm watching BuzzFeed. I remember I once said the word exorbitant at work, and all the boomers were like, "Whoa, you're using big. What does that even mean? What is that big words?" And they started clowning on me for using it. I'm like, "All right, guys,
You should clown on them for being stupid.
it's like using big words." I was seriously like, "Yeah, you shouldn't be so stupid."
November
Yeah,
6th,
maybe you're fucking
1931.
rotting your brain just by existing.
Greetings, Mr. Fisher. I'm sorry, but I must deny your request for another exorcism. It would be pointless. We need the children's toys and the mother's comb you mentioned to perform another rite. Father Guzman.
BuzzFeed when Unsolved was about the best part about BuzzFeed.
And then
Yeah. Did your camera pan over there?
No, I just conveniently did that.
Because it looked like he went over there, looked to the side for no reason, and then it was there.
Yeah, like exorbitant shouldn't be that big. It's not that complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just fucking.
Like, that's the thing about BuzzFeed is everything good leaves because they're smart.
Didn't a few of them didn't one guy cheat on his wife and they kicked him
Yeah.
out or something?
Yeah,
or was
the
that the
Fry
Fry Guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we ever went to an abandoned house or a haunted house, you would absolutely clown me.
Okay, I see.
If it makes you feel better, Cody, if I were to go with a haunted house with you, I would make you feel good by joking around.
I would yeah.
I would do that. I would do that if I was with anyone, though.
And I would simply not go because I have survival instinct.
I'm
You gonna
sorry,
try?
but I'm
Make it active. February the 15th.
1931.
Valentine's Day.
Mr. Touche, I visited your wife yesterday.
it's not
Oh my. Her hysteria seems really bad. She was screaming and was going to drown herself in the river if you kept working so hard. I think you should spend some more time with her. Dr. Aguilera.
just imagine Adam just like chilling next to Cody in an abandoned building.
Adam would leave me and then
just leave.
fuck with me
Leave
the
without
entire
it.
time. Like he's a ghost.
Leave without a trace, and then with like a ghost sheet walk past him. And like yeah,
A page of Catalina's diary, March 2nd, 1931. Why does he focus on his children and not me? He spent time playing with Edgar and his stupid spinning top, and drilling dolls with Maria. Is he a walk by the river too much to ask? The thing about the Llorona is it's basically just a horror story about my fucking wife.
the wife.
My
This
bitch
happened in
wiped
the-
around my kids.
The La Llorona thing originated from the 30s.
They all want to
Probably.
check out a Lolly Llorona.
What's that one? Like meme where it's like, where he summons Bloody Mary, and then he's like, check it out, I can piss.
Damn, shoddy.
Damn, shorty.
Did y'all ever do it as a kid?
Do what?
What?
Do what?
Stand in the mirror and say shit.
No,
No.
I don't believe I had friends who wanted to do that. So I don't think I got.
Me neither. I also didn't want to fuck around with ghosts.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Hey, there's the river.
Oh,
What about
Yeah,
you,
but-
Adam? Did you? No, I didn't care enough. He says.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends did it when I was a kid and freaked me the fuck out. Were I any more of a
If I were to
kid,
go
I
into
would've-
a creepy place,
I got one thing that really scared me as a kid was the Russian sleep experiment.
Hmm.
That one was like, and then like, I figured out just like a couple months ago that that's just a Halloween decoration that they grayscaled. It's like a mummy like thing you can buy at like Spirit Halloween.
Yeah. The fucking rake is a prop.
The rake. The rake.
Is that what they call it?
April 10th, 1931. It's been a month since the last time I wrote. I'm not fine. I'm not okay. I feel like I'm drowning in my horrible thoughts. Drowning in my mind.
A few moments later.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, she was there. Well, Llorona was right
La
there.
Llorona.
I hope she was.
It's funny because when my mom is like freshly showered, she does have her hair all the way down like La Llorona.
Did you? I heard you talk. Were you talking to her about where you're playing?
No.
No.
We was arguing about parking spots.
And how you
For-
missed
for a
a
moment-
I know that any conversation in a foreign language is scary to you, Cody.
Fuck up.
For a moment,
I hear shit.
for a moment, if you like were talking about it, I was thinking like, I hope she's like scolding him about summoning ghosts or something.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the legend of La Llorona. Oh.
Fuck with the supernatural, man.
Oh shit, we can click shift the run for how about
I only end up shocking my roommate. I could never truly scare my mom.
You know what the hands remind me of? Like, are you saying it's like Doom?
that? Mm-hmm.
That one Doom clone where it's like Noah on the Ark shooting berries.
Oh,
at his,
fuck
like,
yeah.
animals. Oh, I better feed the animals.
There you are. I was wondering where my dog was.
Oh, you saw that?
What? I didn't
Do
see
you
nothing.
do you have people attempting to kick your ass often, Yank?
Yeah,
Do it
when I
again.
was-
I wasn't looking.
When I was in middle school, I was an asshole, so yeah.
Ass hat yank arc.
Yeah, when I was in school, I was a dick.
Yeah, no. I was fucking-
Like,
I was
what'd you
fucking
do?
fun. Nah, I was just it was like one of those. It was like, oh no, but yeah, like I was a smart ass basically.
You're a smart ass making jokes. You're a funny prankster.
No, just saying shit.
You just say shit and get beat up.
February
Yes.
14th,
I
1931.
didn't- Actually, no.
Today
didn't
he's
get
working
beat up.
again.
I
It's
avoided
February 14th and he's at the casino. He's never come home, and when he is, he's only paying attention to our children. I hate him, I hate him, I hate myself. Yeah, this is a Mexican house, alright.
I was a stealth
Yeah,
kill.
it's a mud pueblo in the middle of the desert with a bunch of crucifixes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
I think it's less that Yank picked fights from it. It sounds like, and more that he just tested people's patience too much.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it was.
I would have kicked Yank's ass.
Probably would have.
I remember I remember knowing a handful of people throughout like middle school and high school who literally could not take anything fucking seriously. And would joke all the time and just be like, "Yo, it's and making like random jokes or whatever." And there was one time where I had this I had a buddy who oh hey, it's the Last Supper. I actually have a painting of the Last Supper.
You're very good.
Continue.
But
Story, Cody.
They were super annoying. They were like an upperclassman for me, like a year above me, and constantly, annoying as shit, right? And I had PE with him,
Mhm.
and there were times they would get so annoying where I just like punch him in the shoulder or just straight up like shove him over because I'm just and there was like after like 2 years of this shit.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nuts if you had friends who joke all the time?
Father, the toys and
You're
comb
funny,
are
though.
lost somewhere in the property. I believe they're cursed! I've seen the doll move. I've heard the spinning tap at nights. And the comb sometimes appears in my bed on my bedroom's bathroom. Pedro Touche.
See, that reminded me of another story about someone from school. From elementary school to intermediate school, I knew this guy who. Go ahead.
No, you go up. I have Panda Express
Who
to eat.
who like who would constantly tell tall tales of like having ghost encounters. Like, oh yeah, I have these like dolls and they move around, they talk to me and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, and it's like, yeah, I saw go. I keep an iron. I keep like a thing of iron next to me so I can hit ghosts because ghosts are weak to iron, right? And then he moved away, I guess, after intermediate school. And now that I look back, it's like, huh, he told a lot of tall tales. I wonder like how he's doing now.
Well, you see what you didn't know is that
Or
he was
he just
actually
had like, and there's
schizophrenic,
always
yeah.
that there's that part in the back of my mind which is like, what if he was just like schizophrenic? I wouldn't put it past him. He was a really weird
My brother,
kid. I hope he's
and
doing all right.
my brother in Christ, we're fighting Faye.
I'm having bad thoughts again. I went to church and confessed all of them. And I'm still having them. Why is God giving me such a hard test? Please stop giving me your hardest battles.
Why is God giving me
Bro,
such
it's
a
literally answering a phone call. Spin around.
Oh, the cross
Oh, the
fell.
cross fell. Ah. Hey, cross of St. Peter. Huh? Fun.
I've seen a lot of it.
That's a spade, right?
No, it's club, dumbass.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's a little strange, Adam. I never saw it, but I once from a mutual friend of mine. That that there was this one kid at school that in the middle of Spanish class, he just like couldn't wrap his head around the Spanish language. And according to her, he apparently ripped off one of his fingernails sideways in anger.
Sideways?
Yeah, sideways ripped off his fingernail in anger that he could not understand Spanish.
That is some retard strength.
Yeah.
Ace of spades.
He was one of those people as well. Like we were like in sophomore year, we were going through of Mice and Men, and we had a little thing where we would post on this school social media thing. It would get posted up on the projector, where it's fucking, hey, what was your favorite part of Mice and Men? What was the thing you liked? And that guy verbatim said, I liked the part where Lenny killed the dogs.
It reminds me of this one girl in elementary who said she left at the Titanic.
She
What
what?
at the Titanic?
Yes,
She lived at the Titanic?
no, laughed.
Oh, laughed.
Uh,
I,
like the
I also
movie?
watched, like Lemon, I watched the Titanic at a very young age.
Mhm.
I was just more worried. It's like, I don't ever want to go on a boat because what if an iceberg just shoots up? Because I thought what happened to, because I didn't see the part where they ran into it, like on the side. So I thought an iceberg was just under the water, like it looks size like a bus, and then just projectile to come, like floated up and hit it like a bullet. And I was really worried. Like a landmine, yeah.
Bouncing Betty.
Dear Pedro, don't lose hope and believe in the Lord. Bury the toys and comb in the sacred soil near the chapel. Tomorrow you will be celebrating the anniversary of the revolution like nothing happened. Father Guzman.
Also, that he definitely failed that fucking death rage roll.
Yeah. No, he passed it because he didn't go ballistic.
No,
He
he
went
did
down.
go
He didn't
ballistic.
kill anybody.
It was he was always like suspect number one of a school shooting incident.
we had someone like that. Yeah, we had someone like that. I think I've talked about it before.
That's
I
spear.
remember in-
Fun fact: in my
Shovel.
high school
Shovel.
class, I was voted to be most likely to be a school shooter.
Really?
Even though
Weren't
even
we
though this class,
all?
I
Well,
was
I was cool.
like
People liked
the-
me.
this was my after my character arc, but he just said like, yeah, you kind of just look like one.
It's always the dudes that look like you got to look for the people that act like one.
There was one that was like school shooter suspect number one that people made multiple petitions to get them out of class because they constantly would make threats and shit. But there was a second suspect who actually no, I was probably number 2 on that list probably. No, wait, no, the second one was I think someone who just didn't talk. I was number 3 because I wore a big winter coat all the time because I thought it was cool. And above the above like they had like a little breast pocket on the inside, which it could perfectly fit my Game Boy Advance, so I could play Aria of Sorrow during classes. And
Sometimes I
just had
forget.
one
Sometimes I forget that you're Danny.
I had this big ass winter coat, and I would sweat my ass off all the time, and I'd have my headphones on, because I'm gonna sound like a loser. I had the Persona 3 headphones, like the clip-on ones.
Yeah, I remember when you bought those.
Yeah,
He's like,
and
real.
and I used to have my head like down, looking at the floor when I walked, and everyone said you look so sad that I thought you were just gonna snap one day. And I find this out later, and I'm like, oh man, I feel bad.
Adam, were you suspect number one for school shootings?
No, Adam was too beachy for
Yes,
that. Dear Father, I lost La Quinta in a poker game today. I feel so relieved. You know, Father, the person won fair and square, but I'm starting to think I lost it on purpose.
Whew,
What is that?
whew. He only brought a switchblade to school. we can at least fight him off now.
Haha.
We have a higher chance.
Dear Pedro, I haven't received a response from you in a few days, and I didn't see you at the Revolution Parade last week. I hope everything's getting better now.
No, he's dead.
Appearance of a single person who left with no trace. Like you were a ghost man?
Hey, we do know Adam's a fucking lich, so.
Like you were a ghost man type disappearance, or that you just like could kidnap someone?
No, it's like at the end of one of those '80s movies where they just like look at the camera, wave off, and they walk off and they fade away. No one ever saw Adam that day. Some people
Like
say he went to Canada.
the end of
Some
one of
say
those
he just died.
the end
Hey,
of one of those
just
good movies where it's like they see him like dribbling a basketball, he shoots it, and then he walks away and disappears, and it says what had happened to him.
The reveal is that he was dead the whole time.
He never got clean. He was taken in by the authorities and died in prison.
Hello, Dr. Aguilera. I hope you're doing fine. Carolina has been sick. She's having the hysteria again. The hysteria again. I have to work at the casino all day. I don't have time for this. Please see her ASAP. Pedro Patricia.
Adam, where did you go?
Jesus, no!
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 Adam, where did you go? You just disappeared one day. Dude, I moved schools. Oh.
Jesus, no. See, it's symbolic because he's not going to help.
Yeah, it's because of demons. Demons are trying to ruin your faith.
I mean, I'm just saying, if demons are happening and Jesus pieces out, I think you're fucked. You're my one counter. Yeah.
How would you bring the switch to school?
Mandela Catalog is very scary
Yes.
because it brings to the fact it's like, hey, what if Jesus was replaced by an alternate? And I think there's a line in Mandela Catalog where, hey, you didn't open up that. Where it's just like, who have I been praying to this whole time? Like, oh shit, that's good. That's good writing.
Greetings, Mr. Lopez. Regarding your question, La Quinta was taken by Pancho Villa, and his army during the revolution and became a hospital for the injured soldiers. I hope this can help you with your article.
Switch isn't that old, isn't that new? Saint
Cross of
Peter.
St. Peter.
Yeah, I got it. Saint Peter.
This is what it feels like to be traveling. Why is every
got-
door up in
Oh.
chart on it?
Ooh, this is this is an interesting room.
That reminds me of that one post where it's like, oh yeah, we're the granddaughters of the witches you couldn't
Ooh.
burn. And then the next post is just like their grandmother, Mickey Mouse is satanic, and it's like a wall full of crucifixes.
We're the sons of the retards you couldn't lobotomize.
Silly string rubber bands? No, Adam, are you talking about silly bands? That was when I was in that was when I was in like intermediate and middle school, dude.
Oh no, they all turned.
It's okay, Adam.
Oh no.
I remember they had to ban silly bands in my school because everyone was doing it, and I remember like they kept trading them, and they were like, "No, that's gambling, wrong."
Sin.
Same thing how they banned Bakugan.
All right, time to commit some sins.
That's not even like a grave. That's just unmarked.
Spinning top.
I had one of those.
Man, that's a real good PNG or JPEG of a.
A flat skeleton. I remember when. Do you guys remember Mad TV?
Yeah.
Like the Mad shows and Cartoon Network. I remember used to loving that stuff, and I still do. Especially that one artist who had like the really messed up art style, who would do like little shorts before some of them, and really cool. They had one where it was like cowboys versus aliens, but instead of having that like alien like tech arm thing with like grenade launcher thing, it had the Omnitrix and then the other arm were silly bands.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember Garsoka.
Last gen that's older than YouTube. Yeah, I remember when my dad got his iPhone 4 for the first time, and then he got some games for me to play in it whenever like he was doing with something.
Oh,
Man. Walk down backwards.
Oh yeah, you already know.
We know.
If you're older than Persona.
I still will never get over the fact that one time in Anatomy where we went down backwards and everything freaked out and went like VHS.
Oh yeah.
And it freaked us all out.
April 21st, 1931. Oh God, what have I done? I can't believe I drowned my children. My hands are stained with blood of my blood. But he kept paying them so much attention. I can't continue living. So the murder has been committed by now, I guess.
Oh, so that's what happened with the Llorona thing. I always thought it was that she that like her children died.
No.
Like, absolutely her hands.
No, she killed them.
Yeah.
She
That's what I've been
targets
joking about. That's why I've been joking the entire time that she's gonna waterboard.
No, this is like the old version. That's what the French Revolution shit. The Revolution shit.
Which revolution? I'm not familiar.
The Mexican Revolution.
I hear there's a lot of those.
Yeah. Which is why it was so consistently popular. But the modernized version is instead of her just like, drowning them one by one, it involves a car and just driving into the river. That's the version I heard because
that reminds me of that one game, but I shouldn't say it for everyone because it's such a spoiler. Even if they mention the name of the game, but it's such a banger game, and I can't.
That's that's an interesting corner of your basement.
Yeah. Well, oh, dude, no, Mike, it's that one thing I sent you. It's the long closet.
Long closet.
All right, time to walk backwards.
Clips through the model because they didn't program it in. If you don't look at her.
You remember the brick computers stuff.
Oh,
I thought about it.
Oh, I thought about it. I need Carolina's comb,
Long.
the spinning top, and the doll, and I have to bury all three near the church.
Old brick computers? Yes, of course.
Can I just say it's really convenient for horror games that everyone in horror games seems to write every single piece of their experiences, including doing the deed.
Like,
Like,
no, even down, down to death.
What are you straddling the corpse in this thing?
oh, jackpot!
Jackpot. Is she gonna?
We didn't
That's it?
even die. We just saw it.
Motherfucker, we don't have any water here. She can't do shit.
Llorona keeps wandering the nights, condemned for eternity, condemned to cry forever. Yeah, so the reasoning that she's a ghost is because it's because it's religious, because everything is religious in Mexico, and it's supposed to be her hell. That she's always like crying and wandering the nights looking for her children.
That it reminds me of
Punishment.
It reminds me of a lot of like old stories like that. Where it's just like, oh yeah, you're doomed to walk the earth, and that's why there's ghosts around. Like specific punishment shit. Like the original myth of like the jack-o'-lantern, like Jack O' Lantern or whatever. Where he was a little shit and did so much bad shit that he was barred from heaven, but he tricked the devil so he couldn't go to hell. And then he was like, where do I go? And then he's like, I'll just wander the earth with this jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, Jack.
Or like the Sleepy Hollow thing with the headless Hessian, the Hessian warrior who got his head blown off by a cannon, and looks for it eternally, but can't find it because it literally doesn't exist. It was turned to red mist.
Yeah, so the Llorona's like that, but like instead of finding your head or like wandering because you were banned from heaven and hell, it's looking for her children.
Because it's her own personal head.
And it's the classic like, don't go out at night, you'll get fucking robbed. You know, that kind of thing.
If you fuck with Llorona, you'll get fucked up.
I remember Ombre telling me some old stories of like spooky stores that he used to be. That Ombre used to be scared. I remember Ombre used to be like, he's like, oh yeah, I used to be scared of Smile Dog. I don't really know what that is though.
Never heard of Smile Dog?
No.
Basically, a creepypasta where
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was a spooky ass photo, and look at it, you died.
If you look at it, you died.
It's the original Memetic Hazard.
Yeah.
I remember there was a couple of those back on classic iFunny, back when it was great. There used to be that shit where they kept posting the same picture of the painting that kills you if you look at it.
Yeah. I love that.
Or that one where it's really long, posted something really beautiful, like on a bridge or something. At the very end, it's something really freaky. And it's just like, oh man, I wasn't going to sleep tonight, and now that's just like, now people post like really loud screaming and shit with like some dude's face some shit.
Alright. In the olden days, when I was a wee tot, he did not have a computer at his house. My grandpa had an old brick one. Every time we went over, there would be over there. I would spend hours playing on it. The thing that developed and curried the most interest with me, little Adam, was old Flash dating games.
I have heard about Adam's interest in old ass weirdo dating games.
Next game.
Oh yeah, Llorona's cool. Oh yeah.
It was neat. Yeah.
Good.
It's not bad. We've seen some pretty bad ones.
You know,
This was better. It got a scare out of Cody. Which is more than other games could say.
I was talking shit.
Yeah, because you were talking shit and you got hit.
Is this the Cody scale, like the Richter scale?
Yeah, it's the Cody scale.
Why is Richter on a scale?
Because he resurrected Dracula, and that's his punishment.
Oh, I thought it's because
Anyways, Llorona's totally real. I heard her a night in Mexico. Blah blah blah.